You guys ready for the mother of all pumps? I hope you are. Breaking! Trump stated, I don't take credit or discredit for the stock market. Stock market shows how bad of a situation we inherited. The next quarter is also Biden's. Wow. So the Dow Jones Industrial Average and S&P 500 have had their worst performance in the first 100 days of an administration since 1973. So Trump is like, it's not my fault, right? That the market is doing this bad. But I think this is like a setup before they make markets soar. Remember what Trump said a few years back? We're going to go back to a golden era, right? So I'm excited because this comes from Trump, and he blatantly says it right here. This is Biden's stock market, not Trump's. I didn't take over until January 20th. Tariffs will soon start kicking in, and companies are starting to move into the United States of America in record numbers. Our country will boom, but we have to get rid of Biden overhang. This will take a while, has nothing to do with the tariffs, only that he left us with bad numbers. But when the boom begins, it will be like no other. Be patient. There it is. There it is, guys. Okay, that's the signal right here. Trump told us there will be a boom. There will be a massive explosion on the horizon that we cannot yet see, right? Because people are focused too zoomed in. If you zoom out in the bigger picture and see the full-blown picture, you'll see what's upcoming. Then he says it'll be like no other when this explosive move happens. I'm guessing towards the upside. And then he tells us to be patient because it may not be today, tomorrow, but maybe in the coming months to years, right? And he blames it on the previous administration. I did say this before. Whoever is in charge, by the way, they never take blame, right? They will never blame themselves. That's all I have to say. Now, it's already beginning because the United States and Ukraine officially signed minerals deal, right? The more we see partnerships and friendliness, guys, that's where the markets will have certainty and we will pump, right? But then what is interesting to me is $1 billion USDT 2 times, and then another $1 billion USDT were both minted yesterday, right? So this tells me either a good pump is on the horizon here soon, or if cryptos do dump, guys, it's going to be to protect cryptos from going even lower, right? And they'll buy it up while it's dumping so it doesn't literally die. Now here we go. The Trumps are going full bull. The Federal Reserve is expected to cut rates by a full percentage point in 2025, according to Reuters. Okay, so they're now saying that the Federal Reserve, guys, this year, in the year 2025, will cut by a full percentage point. Okay, and that's huge because when we see interest rates go down, that will be the signal for us to buy, right? If you want to be very safe right now, I know the market is like confused, right? It goes up and down and it's very volatile. But if you want to have the green light, I don't think it'll be too late by then. I think it'll be perfectly timed at the bottom as well. If you want to be extremely safe and know the next move of the market, you wait till the Federal Reserve changes their stance, okay? And they become bullish, dovish, not hawkish. When that time does appear, that's when we'll get the green light. And remember, Trump told us, but when the boom begins, it will be like no other. Be patient, right? So that's the thing, guys. He knows what's upcoming. He knows that the Fed will start cutting. I don't know when, but I think they're waiting for a black swan event. And then Trump says this about the Fed. I'm excited though.
The country, mortgage rates are actually down slightly, even though I have a guy in the Fed that I'm not a huge fan of, but that's all right. These are minor details. Don't tell him I said that, please. As the cameras rock and roll back there. No, I mean, he should reduce interest rates. I think I understand interest a lot better than him because I've had to really use interest rates. But we should have interest rates go down. It would be positive. But it's not going to matter that much because ultimately what we're creating has much more to do with other things than it does just pure interest rates. But it would be nice for people wanting to buy homes and things.
So he doesn't like the Fed, guys, and he's saying he's calling the Fed to lower interest rates, right? But they don't want to, not right now. The show is for the plebs, but we know the truth from Fifi. The Fed and Trump are working together to destroy the purchasing power of the United States dollar and introduce digital currency as a solution. Wow, that may be the end goal. Literally, you know why? This is so funny, to introduce digital currency as a solution, right, to their own demise. Because the Trumps are going full crypto. Eric Trump says banks who don't embrace crypto will be extinct in 10 years. And he says specifically the banks. And who targets the banks, guys? It's XRP that does. Right? So if they bring everything down, as we know, the Trumps are now saying we're full on bullish on crypto. They have been, right? He's called the first crypto president, guys. And it will be the solution, right? Look at this. So amid the ongoing shift toward the asset class that has been embraced by the nation's presidents and his administration, Eric Trump has warned that banks against crypto will be extinct in the next 10 years. Who else stated it? We did, right? The banks wouldn't want to get left behind, so they're forced to join, guys. If they don't want to get cannibalized by their competitors, by their peers, right? And they'll have to be integrated into this blockchain system. Indeed, the son of the President Donald Trump warned of what awaits traditional finance firms that don't embrace the future of finance. Speaking to CNBC, Trump spoke out against the broken, slow, and expensive traditional banking system of today. Moreover, he didn't mince words about those banks that refuse to accept the shift towards digital currencies. Since the start of the year, the Trump family has launched its World Liberty Financial DeFi project in alignment with this belief. Okay, Eric Trump warns of the fate that awaits banks who don't embrace crypto. Right now they will, because cryptos are gonna. I think like Bitcoin probably heads to like 500k, right? Some ridiculous number, guys. And XRP obviously, hopefully $100 before the new era. With his return to the White House, Donald Trump has headed the first pro-crypto administration in history. He has completely overhauled the nation's policy. Moreover, the United States SEC has sought to push the industry forward under his watch. That's funny that they know that the banking system is slow, broken, and expensive, guys, in the current state, right? And Trump's son extended his criticisms to SWIFT. Wow. So the Trumps obviously they know about XRP, guys, right? Most definitely. When they're bashing SWIFT and the banks, right, to adopt this new asset class, and for it to be integrated, so the world can become more efficient, right? And the funny thing about this is that XRP is the only coin that I know that can save it all. The global banking network that facilitates international payments, specifically Eric Trump called that entity an absolute disaster. That's it. Right? We know it was game over when BlackRock has filed to tokenize shares of its $150 billion money market fund. They want everything to be tokenized. Everything will be integrated on this blockchain technology, guys. And if they don't join, they'll be left behind. That's the issue, right? And nobody wants to get left behind. So therefore, they're forced to join. And BlackRock is leading this era, it seems as. Then Trump Tower in Dubai to accept crypto payments, right? It's like crypto this, crypto that from the Trumps. because they want the people to become accepting of this technology. Literally. In what is a clear continuation of the Trump's of the family's embrace of the asset class, Eric Trump has confirmed that the Trump Tower Dubai will officially accept crypto payments. Indeed, the son of the nation's president, Donald Trump, has confirmed that digital assets will be accepted or acceptable as a payment method for purchases in the Trump Organization's new property project. Since his return to the White House, Donald Trump has integrated the asset class in a major way. The administration has overhauled the SEC as it begins to formulate favorable regulation in the country. Moreover, Eric Trump is among the members of the family to play a key role in the formulation of their World Liberty Financial DeFi project. So, their new project in Dubai, which is Trump Tower, guys, they're gonna accept crypto payments, right, for purchases of whatever in there. Does that mean that you could book a night stay, right, with crypto? Interesting. The $1 billion development building in the real estate hotbed was brought to life in partnership. Moreover, the hotel will feature the Trump brand and offer residential units as well as a clubhouse. Altogether, it will feature 2 penthouses at a price of $20 million. The company's executives have confirmed. Wow. Eric Trump called Dubai one of the hottest property markets in the world. He noted that this is evidenced by the amount of tower cranes and the kind of luxury projects of being built. Moreover, he called it a destination for the entire world. Now they will be set to feature the extended Trump real estate empire. And then cryptos will be displayed as a major role for this building, it seems as, right? So everything's working out amazing, guys. Bloomberg ETF analysts updated their latest odds of approval for crypto spot ETFs. And it says, does SEC currently view as commodity? Likely yes for every of these assets. Avalanche, HBAR, Polkadot, Cardano, Dogecoin, XRP, Solana, and Litecoin. Odds of approval in 2025, 90%. Look at that. It's all going to get confirmed this year, guys. That's why Trump told us, be patient. When the boom begins, it will be like no other. So, are you patient enough for that day? I hope you are, and I hope I am too. Not financial advice. What is that? So, face me, see ya.